Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Veronique. In this space, what I do is I test makeup for a mature skin. I'm 50 and I'm on the hunt for makeup that works well for this phase of my life. In today's video, I have got a fun one. I am going to be having a look at the highs and lows of the makeup that I have tried in the month of October. So without any further chit chat, let's get into this video. So this month I've actually tried quite a bit of new makeup. I'm quite excited about that. I feel like I'm getting my groove back, which is quite exciting. So I'm going to jump right in and I'm going to start off with Complexion products. So this month I will say has been an absolute hit. I have found 4 Complexion products that work incredibly well on this mature skin. So for reference, I have a combination skin. I have an oily T panel, and yeah, there's the reference. Alright, my out and out favorite for this month was the Christian Dior foundation stick. This one is a very pricey item, a lovely splurge. It is a medium coverage foundation. I will say that it builds very well. It lasts all day. This shade for me is an absolute winner. This is the 2N. I find for me this is the perfect shade for my skin. This product lasts all day. I think I've said that. It does not settle in my lines and my creases. I am a big fan of this product. It's definitely a special occasion product. What I will do, if I can, is I will try and link as many of the videos to this video that I have tried the products in. If I can't link the video, what I'll do in the description box below is I will put the links as well as a list of all of the products that I'll be mentioning in today's video. Right, next Complexion product up was so going from over 1,000 Rand to under 200 Rand. This is an absolute winner. It is the Catrice Invisible Cover Foundation. I chose the shade 40N. It comes in a lovely glass bottle and it has a nice pump applicator. This is an absolute winner. For days that I want a little bit more coverage, this one is medium to full coverage. This one definitely is fantastic. It does not settle in the lines. It lasts all day. Very impressed with this foundation. In terms of a skin tint, I personally like a little lighter application when it comes to my foundation. I'm not a massive fan of a very full coverage face. I never have been, even in my youth. But this one from Wet n Wild, this is their Niacinamide skin tint. It's got 5% niacinamide in it. It has hyaluronic acid in. It said is a medium to buildable. This one is absolutely fantastic. It does have a slight fragrance, as all of the Wet n Wild foundations and skin tints do. It smells a little bit like Play-Doh or like paint, but it's not as bad as what the other foundation is. I think it's called the Photo Focus. It's not nearly as bad as that one. Comes in a lovely glass bottle and it has a dropper applicator, which for me is not my most favorite application, but hey, it is incredible. Also, I think this one retails for about 250 Rand, and I've always been a big fan of the L'Oreal skin tint. I think this one's taken its place. Lasts all day, whereas the L'Oreal doesn't last all day. This one does not settle in my lines at all. I am very impressed with this little product, and I love the lovely finish that it gives my skin. Next foundation product that worked really well for me was Huda Beauty's Easy Blur. This one I have found now, because I've worn it now pretty much the whole month, it works very well with a primer. It does need to be set. It is not a long wearing foundation, so what I do is I do set it with a little bit of powder, and I also use a very light hand. The days that I have really tried to build it up to give maybe a little bit more coverage, I find that the product cakes quite a bit. But if I have a very light hand, as I have done today, this will last me all day. I have set it with a bit of powder and a bit of setting spray. I love the finish, and I think my shade that I chose is called Cheesecake. Also just like perfect for my skin. So in terms of what I said, it needs a primer. For me, I found that it worked better with a primer. Huda Beauty did come out with her Easy Blur, but this is a miss for me this month. I did not enjoy this primer. I found better primers actually. I think it is a tremendous amount of money for, it's not a fantastic primer. Nothing blew me away with the primer. That's all I can really say about that. The primer that I did find this month that worked incredibly well on my skin is the Aqua Splash Grip Primer from Catrice. This product is fantastic. I will say that it definitely does its job of being a gripping primer. You pop it on and you leave it for a couple of minutes, and then it gets very tacky. So what that does is when you pop your foundation on, oh, it just adheres so beautifully to your skin. I find that it did refine my pores a little bit, at least the appearance was a little bit more refined, and my makeup definitely has lasted longer on days that I have worn this. Oh, please excuse the dogs. I can't. I have two of them in the studio with me today, so you're going to be hearing breathing noises and groanings. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Anyway, this is a very good primer and I would highly recommend this one. Okay, those are my complexion guys out the way. Okay, now hang on a minute, I have got another one. This is the Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Filters Primer. This one is fabulous. This is a 3-in-1 primer, so it's a primer and it is a highlighter and it is a glow booster. I have absolutely loved using this month. It comes with quite a large doe foot applicator. You can actually use it as they say, a primer underneath your foundation, which I've done today. And what it does is it just gives the most beautiful glow to your skin. Also, on days that you don't feel like wearing makeup, you can actually, well, I have been wearing it in place of a foundation. If you would like to see a video like that, won't you let me know in the comments? It's maybe something a little different than just reviewing products all the time, but I have really been enjoying this product. Lovely, and I just love the shade as well, and my shade is 004 light medium. I have now found a powder that works incredibly well on my skin. I have been on the hunt for ages for an affordable powder, and I have found one. It is the new one from Catrice, the Bright and Blue Loose Powder. It's absolutely divine. So it is slightly pink in color and it is very, very finely molded. And this product is lovely. I use a very light hand. I use it with a brush, which I then obviously tap out quite a lot of the product, and I set my under eyes, I set my T-panel with it, and I actually do bake a little bit with it as well. I have really enjoyed this product. This product does not accentuate the lines underneath my eyes, which is fantastic. It also keeps my makeup in place during the day. This one definitely is one that I would say I would recommend, on the proviso that you use a light hand, because you know our skin doesn't do very well with powders, or at least mine doesn't. And then I found the Catrice Soft Glam Filter Powder, and I think this is supposed to be like a color correcting powder. I don't know if you can actually see with the lights. It's like it's multifaceted. It's got a bit of purple, it's got a bit of peach and a bit of green in it. I think the idea behind it is lovely, and perhaps if you've got a younger skin, maybe it works very well, but on my skin it doesn't work well. When I popped it on underneath my eyes, it made my under eye very crepey almost immediately. So if you are looking for a powder, definitely would recommend Catrice's Bright and Blue. Very, very nice one. October has also been a really good month for blush. So here in South Africa, we eventually got the sun-kissed blushes from Maybelline. I got the two shades City Sizzle and Blazing Blush. These are absolutely divine. They are so incredibly to use. They come with a doe foot applicator, and what's lovely about these, you can pop them straight onto your skin and then you just rub them straight in, and oh gracious, they are just lovely. They also have the slightest shimmer to them, so for summertime it's just divine. I love this particular color combination of these two. So I'll pop the darker one on first, and then just to highlight the apples of my cheeks, then I pop the really light pink on. But just look how lovely those colors are. It's really nice. I have thoroughly enjoyed these products. I love it when I find a product that is super easy to use, and these are so easy to use. Then I tried the Catrice Blush Affair. This one is quite an intriguing product because it has got the cream product on one side and then the powder on the other side. I will say that this product is incredibly pigmented. When I did my review, my video, gosh, I tell you what, I battled because I used a little bit of a heavy hand. This product lasts all day, but I will say that if you are keen to try something like this, a light hand, just a word of caution. And then from Sheglam, I decided I wanted to try the jelly blushes. They are quite an unusual little product. I think it's modeled after something that's in the States, but it's quite unusual. It's like a little jelly. It's like soft, very, very pigmented. They are fantastic. I have really enjoyed using them. Also this one here, I pop it straight onto my cheek and then I rub it in almost immediately, and it stays all day. What's lovely about these particular products as well is they double up as a lip tint. So on days where you just really couldn't be bothered to have to be doing the whole lot, you just pop a bit on your cheeks and a bit on your lips and with a bit of gloss and you're good to go. My favorite out of the 4 colors that they do have is the one I've just showed you now. That one is 03. For interest's sake, I'll just show you. This one is 04. It's a little bit more of a cooler tone pink. Then let's have a squiz. The next one, 02. So 02, I'll pop that one here. You can have a look there. A little bit warmer, more like strawberry colors, hey? And then they've got a nice one that's 01, is more like a corally color, which is quite unusual. So that one, I will say, that is not one that I use often. Actually, I think I've only used it once when I tried to do like a sunset blush. Yeah, that was an interesting look. But I will say that they work really well. So if you're keen, I would say give those guys a go. Next one up is going to be bronzer. I've tried a new product again from Sheglam, and this is the cream bronzer. I've got the shade Terracotta, and I am loving this product. We don't have anything like a cream product that is affordable here in South Africa, so this is quite a nice product to have. I'll just show you. That is the shade there of the Terracotta, and I just love how very easy it is to use. Works like a bomb. One that does not work so very well is the Holiday Skin from Catrice. I quite enjoyed the color when I swatched it. Let's pop it on this side here. It's quite a lovely warm tone, like a reddish tone, bronzy color. And this one here I found very, very difficult to blend on my skin. And when it dries down, for me, it looks very dirty. So for this one, I would say skip, unless you want to try it underneath your foundation. I did try it underneath my foundation. I wasn't blown away with what it looked like. I preferred what the Multitasker looks underneath my skin. So this one was definitely, I'd say, save your money on that. Another little contour product that I've really been enjoying is the skinny little contour and highlight pen from Sheglam. The contour is divine. It's more for a nose, so I use it on my nose and then on my top lip and my bottom lip. And what's really lovely is that it has got a tiny little concealer as well. And I have been enjoying this one just in the wells in my eyes. I find when I pop it there, it brightens the inner corner and looks really lovely. So this one I'm quite enjoying. I've used it quite a bit. And the shade I got is Umber. Eye makeup. There wasn't massive new releases here for us for eye makeup. I did try the aloe vera shadow stick from Catrice. This one I find is very, very creamy, and on first application it's lovely, but it does not blend very well and it doesn't last nicely during the day. It actually gets quite stuck in my creases. I found the only way to redeem this product is with the eyeshadow toppers that Catrice have released, and most especially this shade here, and I think this one is called, let's have a squiz, oh it's always so tiny, Cosmic Lights. So this one's lovely. I'm actually just going to pop it straight over the blush because it works really well over a darker base because they are so incredibly sheer. So that is what I have been using on my eyes, and I will say that it lasts pretty much all day. And then I've also got another little shade as well, which I pretty much use on my inner corners, and that is such a fun, happy shade. I have worn them by themselves, but there isn't much of a pop of color then. It looks just very subtle, which is, if you like that, then you'll love this as well. These ones are great. I've really enjoyed them. Another eyeshadow product that I've enjoyed is this cute little palette from Sheglam. This is the Jazzy Jigsaw Shadow Palette, hued in nude. and I've just found it is just the loveliest everyday browns. They're just lovely. Warm tone is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I think I've worn this, gosh, I've worn this a lot this month. I have really enjoyed the formulation of these eyeshadows. They last me all day, and there's no nasty fallout, and the shimmers are really lovely. They're not chunky at all. I'll just show you the two shimmers. They are lovely, very, very nice. The browns are nice and pigmented as well. They're not choppy and patchy. Very lovely little palette and very inexpensive. I think this one was under 200 Rand. Really, really nice one. Okay, I think I'm getting more or less to the end here. In terms of mascara, I have got two mascaras that I've really enjoyed this month, and then one that was, oh, it was an absolute dud, is the Catrice Perfect Duo. So this one is supposed to be a volumizing on one side and a lengthening on the other side. Yeah, it was a little bit of a letdown for me. My lashes didn't look super volumized. I mean, I was expecting a lot. Not so very, I didn't enjoy it. What I didn't enjoy about it, if I'm giving you my review, is that it breaks apart. So by the end of the day, there's lots of little freckles underneath your eyes, and they are pitch black. So this one definitely, I would say, you save your money. There's other things to buy. So what you can buy instead is the Thrill Seeker from Rimmel. This one has got a very nice brush. I quite like the fact that it is like a fibrous brush, and it has a really cool wand, which I've bent a little bit, but this one's great. So I have quite oily lids, and I find that this one does not transfer and it does not flake, and I do enjoy it. It gives me a very full effect, very volumized effect. I really enjoy that. And then I have a little higher end product that I have been loving. So I'm actually wearing it today. It is the Bad Girl Bang, and this one is in the shade, I think it's Plum. I'm almost positive it's called Plum. If it's not called Plum, I'll put it in the description box, but this is just so divine. It is a burgundy shade, but I love the fact that it's like a burgundy brownie type of shade. So it's what I have on my eyes at the moment. And what I find whenever I wear this particular mascara, people will often say to me, gosh, your eyes look so green. And with the burgundy, with my hazel eyes, it definitely does bring out the green. So I love this one. It does not transfer too badly on incredibly hot days. If I have not primed my lids, then it will transfer a little bit at the top, but for the most part this one stays put. Definitely a winner. Another mascara that I tried, which I just saw now, is the Firework by Maybelline. This one has got a rubber brush, and it's quite a softish brush, so it doesn't really poke you in the eye when you apply it. It gives a beautiful finish to your lashes, so they definitely do look quite volumized. I found this one does transfer a little bit, but not badly at all. If you do your priming of your lids, then this one could be also quite a nice one to try. For eyeliner, I tried a new eyeliner this month, and that was the Catrice 20-Hour Precision Eyeliner. I tried it in one of their newer shades to see if I could work it in my waterline. Although this says that it is waterproof, it does not sit in my waterline, but what it does do is it stays on top of my eyeline all day, and I really enjoy how soft and creamy the formulation is. Really lovely, and I'm actually wearing it today, and once I popped it on, I just took a little bit of brown eyeshadow and I just blended it out, and I really quite enjoy how easy these are to use. So I think I'll definitely get more of them. Eyebrows this month, I have found two fabulous products. My favorite of the two is the Super Lock Maybelline. It comes in a nice squeezy bottle, and it has a very nice tiny little brush. This product dries down, and your brow hairs don't feel gummy or tacky during the day. So however you've put them there, that's where they stay. I really, really enjoy this, and I quite like the size of it. The next one is one from Catrice. It is the Brow and Sleek. This product, I'm not a mad fan of the brushes on top of the wand. I found when I used it for the very first time that these little brushes take the product off. So I think it works better just with the spoolie. This one works very well as well. I found that my brows stayed in place all day. So, and I have jolly stubborn brow hairs. So these two products are definitely a win and really inexpensive. But on the other hand, the Brow Fix Soap Stick, this is also from Catrice, which is such a lovely concept, and it was so incredibly easy to use, and I loved how malleable the brush is, and it really was, I was able to get a beautiful shape to my brows. But this one does not dry down, and by the end of the day it is very gummy, so this one I definitely would not recommend. And let's have a look, is there anything else? Only other thing is the Catrice Lip Loving Overnight Lip Mask. This one is in the shade cherry, or flavor cherry. Doesn't taste like cherry, but it does smell definitely like cherry. The only thing with this little guy is that it is slightly tinted, so which is a bit strange for a lip mask, I think. But the benefits of it, when you wake up in the morning after you've had this on at night, your lips feel beautiful and soft and hydrated. So definitely a very good one. A darn sight cheaper than the Laneige lip mask, and it works actually just as well, because I have the Laneige one as well and I interchange between the two of them. But yeah, this is a good little guy and also under 100 Rand, really good deal. Well, those are the hits and misses for the month of October. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, won't you consider subscribing and joining our community? It would be so awesome to have you. And I will catch you in the next one. We'll chat soon. Bye.